Are you lost?
No.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't let you in there.
Oh, please, I just need to speak to her.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, please, just for 1 minute. You don't understand. Just for 1 minute, please.
I can't. You know that.
Oh, please.
Is this big scary man bothering you?
Ma'am, I was just,
Clive, just let him in, please. Pretty please. Pretty please.
Only for you, Glorious. Only for you.
Thank you. Well, if you walk down by the canal and you'll see an old weeping willow tree, and if you can be bothered and you crawl underneath the branches, you'll be able to see an old wound, and it reads, J.A. loves J.M. And that's where it all started, really.
He's your fella, right?
Yeah, Joshua, yeah, gosh, for longer than he ever knew. I mean, it started, I was just a spotty 11-year-old tomboy, you know, and he was a 16-year-old boy who lived down my street, and he rode a moped, and whenever he'd walk past my house, and he'd say hi, and all his mates would be there, but I could feel myself burning with desire. Oh. And then when I was 13, I saw him kiss Kate. I wasn't happy. I went home and I cried. Kate, she was the girl that worked in the newsagents. So I just thought one day that I'd try and make things a bit difficult for him and everything. So I went into the shops. I didn't know what I was going to say to her or anything, but I went in and asked for Katie. You know how in life there are these moments which are like really defining, which change you? This was one. Because the woman behind the till, she shouts, Katie, there's a cute little boy here looking for you. I went home and I cried for a whole week. And then I asked my mum to buy me some dresses and skirts, and my last concession to tomboyhood, I took a hammer and chisel. I took a hammer and chisel to the tree and I attacked it. G.A. loves J.M. Genevieve Arnold loves Joshua Mathias. I tell you what though, I must have done something right, because 10 years later I became Genevieve Arnold Mathias. And you know, Joshua and I, we went through everything together. He was so caring, understanding. You know, we bonded, and he came from a wonderful friend to an amazing husband. And then Joseph was born. It'd been a difficult pregnancy. Because of the complications and everything, you know, after he was born, I had to stay in hospital, and I stayed in with him. But you know, all the way through everything though, Joshua was with me by my side. He comforted me, he encouraged me. He was amazing, absolutely amazing. And even though we had to stay in hospital, I mean, and Joshua, I mean, he had to go back to work, but he was there every day. He came to see me every day, and the baby, and he helped me to look after the baby, and it was wonderful. And then they said we could go home. Then they said we could go home, and that was good. But somehow I felt that I didn't want other people to touch my baby. I didn't want my baby to catch something. And the doctor said it was okay for friends and family to come and visit, but I didn't want it. I didn't want it at all. And then I had started to exclude Joshua, and I don't know how. I'd stopped him from handling him, and then I'd stop him from touching him, and then I'd even try and put the baby to bed early just so he would. And slowly I excluded him. But the only time that Joshua was truly happy and at peace with himself was when he was holding my child, and he was our child. But I began to resent him. It's okay. And I could tell. I could tell he was hurt. I could tell that Joshua was hurting. But I didn't care. I didn't care. Eventually, poor Joshua. I moved him out of our room, moved the cot in, told Joseph that his daddy snored, so his daddy had to sleep in the other room. I don't know why. And then it was just like any other normal evening, you know? Although, that's not true. That's a lie. There was nothing normal about the way we lived. Nothing normal at all. I mean, I'd try and get Joseph ready for bed early, just so Joshua couldn't pick him up. But then this night, Joshua came in from work, and usually I'd hear him starting to prepare the dinner downstairs, you know? And that would be when we sat together.
Jay?
Joshua!
Call an ambulance!
No, give me my baby!
Call an ambulance! It's dying, for God's sake!
Give me my baby! Please.
Call an ambulance!
Give me my baby! No! Joshua!